Following the recent news circulating around the internet on the controversies surrounding 2024 budgets, the Ministry of Budgeting and Economic Planning called for a press conference in Abuja in order to clarify and put the record straight. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, while addressing the newsmen, stated that the budget presented by the Tinubu administration was increased by the National Assembly due to the current exchange rate.
The presidency issued a statement which we are fully in agreement with about the size of the budget and where did the mistake come from. Mr. President presented a budget of 27.503 trillion, and the National Assembly, in its wisdom, increased the budget to 28.77, an increase of about 1.2 trillion. When we presented the budget, we presented an exchange rate of 750 naira to a dollar. But the National Assembly, in its wisdom, adjusted the exchange rate to 800 naira to a dollar. Therefore, that created more revenue. And equally, the National Assembly requested or appropriated that the government-owned enterprises that contribute revenue should also contribute more. And that was the source of the additional funding for the budget. Then there were the increase, the additional money was used to increase the budget of the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. And consistent, like I use the word consistent, because the President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in signing the 2024 appropriation, acknowledged that in a democracy, institutions have their power. The National Assembly have the last, in fact, it has the last word when it comes to appropriation. And he appreciated their wisdom. We choose democracy. Democracy has its own opportunity cost. Part of it is that power is split among institutions. And we think that is the best system that we have.
The minister further said the Project Preparation Fund was created in order to tackle reformations and encourage stakeholders across the infrastructural sector. President Tinubu also invested in mortgage financing and clean energy transition, thereby helping to address the issue of funding facing that sector, leading to a physical growth and development in the country.
We put a 100 billion naira fund in the budget to support consumer credit. Why is consumer credit important? To us, the manufacturing sector are struggling with two challenges: the efficiency of production to ensure that you produce the best, and then finding somebody who can buy. So the introduction of consumer credit and supporting consumer credit, we believe, will help in the revival of our manufacturing sector. We have the National Agricultural Fund, another 100 billion naira provision. Why? You will say, well, agriculture has been funded, but we have begun the steps of winning the budget of those things that can be done by the private sector. But to achieve that, you need to de-risk. And thus, we created a 100 billion naira agricultural development, a mortgage, 65 billion naira mortgage development fund, again to de-risk, so that the mortgage industry can grow big, can grow big. We have a CNG, Clean Energy Transition Fund, to support measures that have been taken. You recall when the fuel subsidy was withdrawn, 100 billion naira was made provision to support electric vehicles, CNG buses, and kits. So we now provided more money in the budget to support that transition. Equally, we have provided 50 billion naira additional to what has been provided in the supplementary budget for the student loans, so that